You are a real lion. Phoebe, Kelso, it's not what it looks like.
Babe, this is a misunderstanding.
Phoebe, how could you do this? I thought we were friends. I hate you.
Liv, my love. Yes, this is the kind of place your mother and I have always dreamed of.
The place really was wonderful and terribly expensive. After Mom's death, my father and I sold everything we could, took out a huge loan, and moved to the resort town of Long Beach. We wanted to open a diner that we had long been dreaming about. Well, that wreck needed serious repairs, but I was sure we would get rich after the opening. Sorry.
Pete Peterson, the head of the district? I take it you're the new owners of this building. I've been waiting for you.
That guy said that the fallen sign was ruining the view, and we had to pay a fine, or he wouldn't give us the license to open. Ugh, what a jerk! He was asking me for a bribe.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too, jerk. Pursuing our dream was expensive. We'll have to save up money. Look where you're going. Although, judging by your outfit, you don't use your eyes at all. Or maybe someone was standing in the way. Liv? Liv Butler? Phoebe Grand? What a meeting! Liv and I went to high school together. She was quite a free spirit. Liv told me that she was there for a honeymoon with her husband. I didn't envy her at all. Just look at her husband. Sweetie, this is my friend Phoebe.
Charmed. You look good enough to eat, but I forgot my false teeth.
Ew. How could she marry an old man? Soon, Liv invited me to a cafe. I noticed that you tensed when you saw my Kelso. He's a fossil, it's true, but he's also rich as hell, baby. I used to be his housekeeper, but it only took a month before he put a ring on me. Liv said that she was not going to wait for the old man to bite the dust to get her hands on his money. She had a simpler plan, and she suggested I take part in it. All we need to do is make Kelso cheat. You will seduce him, and I will pretend to accidentally catch you, throw a tantrum, and file for divorce. We have a prenup that says I'll get half of that fool's property. What? Seduce that bawdy old man? Come on, I'll pay you well. No way! I refused to take part in Liv's scam. When I came home, I found out some bad news. It turned out we'd spent so much money on the repairs and bribes to Pete Peterson that Dad was overdue on the loan.
We could lose everything.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll figure something out. Liv, is your offer still on the table? I couldn't believe I agreed to it. Liv and I discussed the details, and I came to seduce the old playboy. Come on in, pretty girl. Kitten, you don't mind that I invited Phoebe to our house party, do you?
I'm all for it.
I spent the evening flirting with Kelso. Ew. But it was worth it. Just as we'd agreed, Liv pretended to yawn. Kelso and I were left alone. It was then or never. Oh, Mr. Kelso, hold me tight. You are a real lion. Phoebe, Kelso, it's not what it looks like.
Babe, this is a misunderstanding.
Phoebe, how could you do this? I thought we were friends. I hate you.
Liv, my love.
I try not to think of where my tongue had been. Our plan had worked perfectly. We spent the money I got to pay off the debts and hire a local guy, Hugh, to help. He seemed to be all right, except he kept arguing with someone on the phone.
I said I'm not coming back.
Everything was going well until my father had a heart attack. I had to find money for surgery to get him back on his feet. I was desperate. Would we have to sell the diner? And then I came across Liv's Instagram. She was relaxing on a tropical island, and it seemed she wanted for nothing. I got a brilliant idea. I would repeat Liv's scam. All I had to do was find a single millionaire who needed a housekeeper. And I found one. Wow, is he really 50?
Calm down, ladies. There's enough of me to go around.
It turned out Stan Fresco was not only a millionaire, but also quite the playboy. And he didn't look like Kelso at all. Stan was always surrounded by girls. It wouldn't be easy to get his attention, but I wasn't about to give up.
Hey, baby, bring me some lemonade?
Bring it yourself. And my name is Phoebe. Is that really so hard to remember? Ugh, I better not see your sweaty socks on the floor again. Yeah, I chose a different tactic and tried to be different from those admiring idiots. I acted cold and even rude to Stan. Of course, that hurt his ego, and the narcissist womanizer tried to do everything to attract my attention. The millionaire even started following me around.
I don't know what you did to me, but I can't sleep or even eat without you.
Gotcha. That was how I started dating a millionaire. In the meantime, I kept visiting my father in the hospital and preparing the diner for the opening. Not everything was going well.
Ms. Grand, nice to see you again.
I wish I could say the same.
You know what I'm getting at?
Every time I saw that sleazy Peterson, he took away all my money. That time, he said that the diner was in a good place, and there were many people eager to buy that land from the city. I wanted to punch him in the face, but I knew we would never get a license without his help. What a scumbag. I hate him.
Damn, I didn't know there was so much corruption in our city. Sorry. It's very cool you're not giving up.
Thank you. We got to talking and Hugh turned out to be a cool guy. We even agreed to get coffee sometime. But for now, I had a date with Stan planned.
Could it be?
I didn't know who called him, but he came back looking like he'd won the lottery. He suddenly got down on one knee and...
Phoebe, will you marry me?
I not only agreed, but also shed a fake tear of happiness. Everything was going perfect. Soon, I got a call from Pete Peterson. He apologized for everything and said that he would soon issue a license for our diner. I squealed with delight and told Hugh about it.
Did it work after all? Well, I'm glad.
What do you mean, it worked? It turned out that Hugh had made a couple of calls to some influential people and Peterson had been reined in. Thank you. You are the best. He suddenly kissed me and soon we started to date. I really liked Hugh. He didn't have to know that I was secretly planning to marry a millionaire. One day, Hugh came to visit my dad with me and suddenly confessed that he was jealous of our relationship.
God, my father's complete. That is, we had a big fight after he did something.
I'm sure you'll make up. That night, Stan threw a party in honor of our engagement and told me that he was going to introduce me to someone.
I have an adult son. He was angry with me because I did something and we didn't communicate for a long time. But recently he called me asking for help with some things, and in return he promised to come back home.
It was Hugh. He was Stan's son? And I was dating both of them. Oh my god. I couldn't let Hugh recognize me. I grabbed a paper bag, stuck my head in it, and pretended to be sick. I feel sick. I managed to escape from the party, but now we were all living under the same roof, and it was getting harder to avoid Hugh. Phew. And one day, I heard Hugh's fight with his father and finally found out what their falling out had been about.
I've already apologized 1,000,000 times for stealing your girlfriend. I don't need your damn apologies. I only came back because you did me a favor.
but I'm not going to pretend I'm happy you're marrying some crazy woman. I haven't even seen her face.
Wow. Liv texted me that she was passing through the city and would like to stay at my place. It was very convenient. After all, I would need help with arranging Stan's betrayal after the wedding. What's wrong with you? I had to tell Liv about my double life. Welcome to the club, buddy. But Liv was acting suspicious too. She would look around with fear and nervously refuse to take someone's calls. One day, when we were choosing the wedding cake, she saw a strange gangster and hid from him by jumping into the cake. Is he gone? Who? I didn't see anyone. Spill it. What's going on? Liv admitted that Kelso had hired a private detective and found out that she had already fooled a dozen rich people just like him. The court had become suspicious and taken away all of Kelso's money from Liv. The vindictive old man was so offended that he had sent some thugs to find his ex-wife and bring her to him. I'm getting desperate. I have no money, and if Kelso finds me... Take a deep breath. Just lay low for a while. Yeah, Liv was in big trouble. I sympathized with her until one evening I saw her flirting with Stan and giving him a massage. Oh, you're so tense. Let me help you relax. What a snake! She wanted to disrupt my plan and steal my millionaire. Ugh! I would show her. I thought you were my friend! Phoebe, it's all a misunderstanding. Get lost. Oh, you'll regret this. Hugh asked me out on a date. We were walking in the park. He didn't bring me to expensive restaurants like Stan, but I found myself thinking that I felt happy with Hugh anyway.
Father's wedding is tomorrow. I think he found the bride in some sort of mental hospital. She's really weird and keeps hiding in closets from me.
Yeah, how cringy. We were having fun until Liv showed up. Hi, lovebirds.
Aren't you a friend of my father's fiancée?
Oh, Hugh, honey, it's about time you found out the truth. Your precious Phoebe and your father's fiancé... Shut up! ...are the same person! That snake gave me away! Making excuses was useless. Well, at least I wouldn't have to hide from Hugh at my own wedding.
I can't believe it. I swallowed my pride and made up with my dad to help you with the license for your diner. I thought you weren't one of those girls chasing after rich guys. It turned out to be even worse. Disappointing.
Hugh. Sorry, Phoebe, but you deserved it. Who kicks their friends out in the middle of the night when an obsessed old man is hunting them? Screw you. See you at the wedding tomorrow. I argued with Liv and disappointed Hugh, but there was no going back because I had started it all for the sake of my father and our dream of owning a cozy diner. So I had to smile happily. The show had to go on.
Hurry up. The guests are waiting.
But to be honest, I was sick of myself. Speaking of being sick. Give me a second. I felt so nervous I was nauseous. I had to shamefully run away from my own wedding. Ugh. When I thought that it couldn't get any worse, I heard someone in a stall groan. Oh. What happened to you? The guy said he was a waiter. Some rude guy had stolen his uniform, tied him up, and left him in the bathroom. I wanted to find out more about the poor guy, but then I heard a strange noise coming from the hall. Get your paws off me, you scum! Damn, the old man found Liv after all. No matter how I felt about her at the moment, I couldn't just stand by. I called the cops and decided to follow that guy and Liv. Soon, we drove up to a house. I called the cops again and gave them the exact address, but they didn't seem to be in a hurry. Damn it! He's going to kill her! I have to do something! Just what I needed. I wanted to yell for the old man to get away from Liv when I saw something weird.
My love, I've been in agony since you left me. Let's never break up again. Will you marry me?
1,000 times, yes. Wait, what's the knife for then?
What do you mean? To cut the cake, of course.
These idiots are perfect for each other. It was a false alarm, guys, but there's a cake party inside.
What happened?
I came back to the wedding, told Stan everything, and gave the ring back. Such scams weren't for me. I'm sorry, Stan. I just wanted to help my dad. I recently lost my mom, and I didn't want to lose him, too. I sold the diner and used the money on Dad's surgery.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to say goodbye before the new owner changed the locks. What about you?
I got so attached to this place that I decided to buy it out.
Oh, I'm glad the diner is in good hands. I'm sorry for everything. Goodbye.
Actually, I could use some help. Let's work here together.
As you can see, everything ended well. I'm happy with Hugh. As for Stan...
Come to Daddy.
Don't worry. He's